New videos every day.
So laughing is good, but too much laughing is abnormal. And not enough laughing is abnormal. Too much of anything is abnormal, and not enough of anything is abnormal, according to somebody's view of normality. And that's what we're going to talk today. The trouble with normal. Did you know that October 11th, 2007 is Normality Screening Day, or was? Really encourage you to go to mindfreedom.org. Support Coalition International's mindfreedom.org and find out all about it. But first, let me run you through a little normality screening test. Okay, make an animal noise right now. Ah! That's one. At your computer screen or wherever you are, make any animal noise. Meow of a cat, moo of a cow, anything. The louder the better. Just do it. Meow. Okay, now evaluate yourself. Here's how. Did you make an animal noise of any kind? Yeah? Well, then you show no sign of normality. Congratulations. Did you not make an animal noise of any kind? Guess what? Again, congratulations. You show no sign of normality. Spread the word. Encourage others to take this test. Why screen yourself for normality? According to David Oakes, director of Mind Freedom, this screening was designed by experts. Every normality screening brings Earth that much closer to declaring victory. Pretty cool, huh? Those guys are actually going to the American Psychiatric Association meeting to screen for normality. The mental health industry encourages everyone to take this simple quiz. Of course, you need some props. Biohazard aprons, rubber chickens. They're used as screening wands at airports. Squeaky red rubber noses, normality detectors. David Oakes says, we've done more than 1,000 normality screenings and people love them and we never, ever have found normality. Cool, huh? We'd like to thank Patch Adams, Clown Troop in Florence, Italy for helping to inspire this kit. Screened thousands of people for normality and not found one normal person. Sounds a lot like the ubiquitous mental health screening that's pushed for today, where you screen everybody for mental health and not one person is found to be mentally healthy. It's funny, and it's really tragic what it is the flip side of. The reason you don't find any normal people, my best definition of a normal person is someone you don't know very well. But the dynamic is like this. The pressure is more and more and more. Do you know the bell curve, is to represent different characteristics in the human population, so 50% are right in the middle, and then you have extremes out on either end. So if it's energy levels, you got super high energy levels, and those get diagnosed ADHD or whatever. You got low energy levels, and those get diagnosed depressed or whatever. And you keep squeezing that to where the mental illness population goes up and up and up because the parameters of what's normal, what's acceptable, get less and less and less. The only way out ultimately is to recognize the uniqueness of people and to just reject the concept of normalcy. Janet Foner, who's also with David Oakes' group at mindfreedom.org, developed a screening test for 10 warning signs of normality. Indoorism. You lost touch with wildness in nature and with your own strong feelings. You do not rebel against ecological destruction. Your label is tame. How about this one? You always do everything right, wear the right clothes, say the right thing. Diagnosis, conformity prone. Obedient. You always try not to offend everyone. You especially obey authority. Your label, adjustment prone, adjustment reaction. Don't trust yourself. You learned in school it's important to always pay attention to those in charge and not to trust your own thinking. You learn to play the game. You believe your own lies. You have an advanced case of school mania, which if not stopped in its early stages can lead to severe overwork and in advanced stages corporate ass-kissing-itis. The trouble with normal is it puts you in a box and stifles your uniqueness. And we're doing it to the world. We're doing it to our children. We're making them fit into the space that is not natural for them. Don't be confused. Normal and natural are very, very different things, and we get them confused. We think it's normal to be apathetic about life, and there's something wrong with being enthusiastic. That's maybe normal, but it's unnatural. We think it's normal to be dropping bombs in Iraq and destroying and children's lives. I saw a child on the news today who lost both her legs in a bomb dropped by the American military, which killed several children that day. Normal, right? No, it's unnatural, and it's very upsetting. And those upsetting emotions could be considered a psychiatric illness. Psychiatry, again, is an agent of social control. And it needs to be rejected as that. And we need more tolerance for diversity, more embracing of eccentricity, more celebration of uniqueness, and more room to be different. So being silly, being light is a good way to approach it. But this is nothing new, you know. You can also find on the mindfreedom.org website that 40 years ago, on September 1st of 1967, Martin Luther King Jr. made a speech in front of, guess what, a highly appropriate audience, the American Psychological Association's annual meeting. As he had for 12 years, King said he was proud to be psychologically maladjusted. One of my favorite quotes of Martin Luther King Jr. is that the salvation of the world lies with the creatively maladjusted. Right? Social adjustment is good? Well, not necessarily. The salvation lies with the creatively maladjusted, those who reject normality, especially when normality includes oppression, includes economic injustice, includes warmongering, includes vilifying of anything Arab and Muslim, includes millions of school-aged children being drugged into oblivion, includes millions and millions of adults believing that they're biologically and genetically defective and taking psychiatric drugs because they're abnormal. The salvation of the world lies with the creatively maladjusted. He gave that speech. And he called for a new organization called the International Association for the Advancement of Creative Maladjustment. Mind freedom goes for the concept of mad pride, saying we're all mad, you know. There's different levels of that. There's being mad in the sense that Henry David Thoreau talked about, that my anger at my country spoils my walk, that kind of mad. And then there's the kind of mad in the sense of eccentric, in the sense of abnormal, in the sense of unusual, in the sense of overly emotional or overly expressive, or challenging the conventional beliefs and wisdoms, or taking enough risks that it shakes you up sometimes, or going through a dark night of the soul and a spiritual transformation that leads you to be conversing with other realities for a while, or very uncertain about this reality. What if we bring in some tolerance and support and acceptance of those processes and allow people to go through them? That would be a good thing. Normal is a very dangerous term because it implies abnormal and it implies people's judgments. As Peter Bregan said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, mental illness is in the eye of the controller. We want to control those that we judge as abnormal. The difference between a psychotic and a mystic, the mystic knows who not to talk to. So make a noise and have a good day.